the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home. Carolina Panthers, Who Dey Nation, and the Bengals got 2 words for you. Who Dey! Let's go!
Yeah! Hear that Bengal growling, mean and angry. Here he comes a prowling, lean and hungry, an offensive brute. Run, passer, boot, and defensively he's rough, tough. Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer to victory. Touchdown Bengals, get some points up on that board and win the game for Cincinnati.
Let's go! Yeah! I'm fired up. I love it. Every time I hear that intro, I'm fired up. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. We're going to have some fun today. I got Dale on. I got Goodberry variant. Well, hopefully if he shows up, he's getting stuff done on his dog, so he's going to show up later, so we're going to have to talk to just Dale. But anyway, hey, if you found the show, do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,962 subscribers. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. You want to support the show? Give me a super chat. It's exclusively in the YouTube chat crew. Now, if you're watching on, I already said it. Let's see here. Ice Case brought to you by T Properties. Go get you some Jackpot Joey beers, all the stuff back here. Betfred, down below. Check it out. We're going to go quick because I already went through this like an hour ago. If you guys missed Terry Nelson, you should go check it out. I'm ready to have some fun. Are you guys ready to have some fun? I know Chris Porkchop is ready to have some fun because the man has got season tickets to the rest of the year. So I'm happy for him. But let's get to Dale.
We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all.
Say what? Say what?
No, that's it. We're good.
Oh, you're supposed to keep going. Oh, man. I was going to be your hype man. I had you.
Just the tip, man. That's all you need sometimes.
What's going on, man?
Fucking, you're supposed to say what's up.
What's up?
Hard decks and helicopters.
Wow. That's very, very deep of you. Deep thoughts by Dale. Oh, my goodness. Amir says, stress-free Sunday for once. Yeah, we got nothing to worry about. Hey, there's Chris. Yeah, there you go, baby.
It's going to be our good luck charm, man. We needed him, and he
Uh-huh.
came through. And then the tickets come. As I said, meant to be.
Yeah, baby. He's gonna come hang out with you. He wants to hang out with just Dale. Him and have Chris and Dale.
He wants to hang out with you too, but I'm Chris. Fair warning, I'm gonna hug you so hard. So hard.
So, like I said, full disclosure, Glenn's going to be on, but he is having I won't say issues. He's got to take his dog to the vet, and they're taking forever. So,
Yeah, prayers up for the dog. Hopes all is well with the dog.
Yes, exactly. So
pets are family members too.
Exactly.
I mean, I got 800 of them.
Yes, you do. You have a damn zoo.
It's kind of like with my actual kids. You like about half of them.
Right. What?
What?
I don't know.
Scratch that from there. Delete that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't clip that. Don't clip that at all.
Don't
clip that. So we had the fan of the year announcement today. Phil, congratulations to Phil on that. I think that's awesome. I mean, I don't personally know the guy, but I hope to get to meet him sometime. He's been a Bengals season ticket holder for 30 years.
He said he tailgates in Lot A.
Ah.
You know where that is, right? I don't know.
No, wait. I know where. Wait. Oh, I mean, it's right next. It's probably right next to B.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is that the underneath stuff also? I don't know for sure.
It might be. I think probably because lot B and lot A probably.
Because I was telling him, I'm like, well, this is only my second year having tickets. I'm like, we park in lot 1, but we try to venture around. But I haven't been down there too much, you know.
Yeah, because I know Maddie and I are going to be in lot B. I don't know if it's the next game, or I have to talk to Maddie. We'll find out when he got the passes for that. But I know we're gonna be there. So hopefully, Chris, if you're watching, let me know where you're at, and we will try to stop by. Not Chris, sorry, Phil. Phil, if you're watching, I know we were talking about Chris and his season tickets. Phil, if you're watching,
he can't get you off his mind, Chris. I got you on my mind, baby.
Yeah.
Got you on my mind.
I can't dance too much. I think this tower's going to fall.
Yeah, the other day when the intro thing, I don't know how it didn't go. We were jamming the Caps Auto Tune singing.
yeah. Cap was awesome. Chris wants to know how much Longworth is. Longworth is it depends.
Sheesh, I heard it's a ridiculous amount.
It's either it's $40 or $50.
Okay, somebody said 100 the other day. I was like, what?
Oh, hell no. Longworth has never been $100.
Okay,
I think
somebody might have got charged 100.
Yeah, well, it might be it might be 100 if you bring a RV in.
Oh,
if you just bring that I think they pay for more parking spots, but it was $40, and I think the girl told us it's gonna be 50 for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Hey,
there you go. Chris says he's hot as F.
Agree. No lies detected. So, the Bengals news, there is none because we're on a bye week.
We're on a bye week. They are literally, there's nothing going on at the stadium at all. They're not even there.
Yeah. How drunk do you think guys are getting right now tonight? Like their first,
hopefully,
especially being one of their first nights off. Like and that's not saying they're out partying, being crazy, doing stupid stuff, but I bet they are getting crunk. And they deserve to. They work their butts off.
Yeah, I just don't want to come back like the safety linebacker from the Giants who came back from Cavo and broke his wrist on ATV. I don't want that. You go have fun, but don't do anything stupid.
Drink responsibly, unlike me.
Yes, unlike Dale.
The best message I can give.
Yeah, exactly. See, basically, do as you say, not as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So, how much fun was it having the Goodberries on Friday night? I mean, I know you're ahead on your show Friday night.
Right. It was fun. I mean, you were annoying as usual.
What? What'd I do?
I'm just kidding. Had to deal with Derek. He finally showed up for once and kept wanting to talk about Bengals stuff. And it's like, Derek, that's not what Bengals and Brews does.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did do the greatest promo for Birmingham ever. I have to say that.
Well, if you want to throw up, get to Birmingham. No.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that guy?
But one thing on your show tonight, you got the Godfather on your show tonight, right?
Yeah, Anthony Cosenza and Karen's on, and Houday Joe is now officially going to help me co-host stuff, where Derek can never especially help during the week. So, and Joe created our original logo. Joe, we love Joe. Everybody, if you're not following Houday Joseph on Twitter, give that man a follow. He will probably also be serious like Derek, which is probably good because
that's why you need me on the show.
I am so out of. You're basically on there too, Jeff. You know that you're on like.
So you send me a link so I go talk to Anthony and try to get him on my show.
Oh my God, not tonight. We got 4.
Damn it! Kick Joe out.
Joe, you're fired already. I mean, just first show fired.
I'm just kidding. I want to watch the Bearcats tonight anyway. They're gonna be.
Hey Charles, you said it, not me.
Yeah, Charles. I'm not. Love you, brother. I'm not going there. Not going there.
It's just unnecessary. Congratulations to Phil. Well deserved. Don't need to be no division bull crap.
I don't want any of that.
Fan how you want, man. It's all love at the end of the day.
Exactly.
If you're gonna be a hater, I'm not gonna love you though. Sorry.
Like I said, I'm not touching that one. I love all Bengals fans, and I wish we all would just get over all this crap because it's stupid. That's all I can say.
I love Clark Harris a lot.
I can tell. He's your best friend, right?
I can't say that to your face.
That's true, because I'm your best friend. Have you heard from him? Is he getting better? Is he gonna?
No, I have not. I thought about reaching out and just asking how's the recovery going? But I'm gonna wait. I'll give it another week or two because I know, if anything, it sounded like it would be if we make the playoffs. But maybe he's ahead of schedule. I don't know. I don't have any inside information on that.
Hopefully he is, because from what it sounds like, I'm going to give credit to Centauri. It sounds like from his sources that Chase will be back for the Steelers game. So that's to me, I think it's huge. And some people are like, all right, that's cool. You want to bring him back, but do the Bengals need him for the Steelers? Which honestly, I don't think they need him for the Steelers. The way they played Sunday, we should go kick the Squealers' ass. Would you bring Chase back for the Steelers, or would you give him one more week?
Man, that's such a tough question because We lost to them once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Which we
we're
should have.
own-
We don't turn the ball over 5 times, you wouldn't lose.
I know, but we're 0-3 in the division, right?
Well, we got to get a win.
It's a very important game. If he thinks he's healthy and ready to go, who am I to tell him not to go out there?
Right.
And and that's the thing, if he goes out there and balls out and helps us get the win, it's like, yep, that was the right call. If he goes out there and it gets dinged up, then it's like, we should have waited.
Yeah,
there's just no way, man. I can't predict the future.
That's why I hate Monday morning quarterback. I hate that stuff. That's one thing I get so upset. That's why I always defend Zach sometimes on here, because it's like, all right, well, if he did this and it worked, then it's great. But if he did that and it didn't work, it's the dumbest play ever. I don't know. I hate that, because I'm like, you guys go out there and well, I would have called this. Like, well, you know what? You work at Walmart, all right? You're not an NFL coach.
Well, I mean,
people,
but at the same point in time, people put their heart into this. They watch it constantly. They're obsessed with it. Like, I think we're all super fans or whatever. I hate that when, like, people say that like it's a bad thing. Man, I drive 2 hours. I bought season tickets. Like, like, that is hard to do. I had to put it on my payment plan, people. It's not like I have that,
Me too.
We're all super. We're here. We're on this show. People in the chat are listening to us talk about the Bengals. Like,
just because there are super fans who don't have Twitter. There are super fans,
but what
who just show up. So
what I was saying was, I don't like to tell people how to feel after a win or a loss. Be upset, whatever. Either way, I just hate when it becomes personal and like then it's like, well, you're too negative or you're too positive, and it becomes like personal attacks toward people. That's what I don't like. Like, you're allowed to feel how you want, but just don't make it personal. That's my thing.
Now, what Haas here says, Malik Wright hinted that Chase is going to return versus Philly from an inside source. Now, I'll be honest, I love Malik, but I heard that beginning of this week? Was last week that Santori told us?
Yeah, Santori had told us all that. Like,
Santori had it before.
He has somebody that's very reliable. He mentioned on Rally Round the Natty. Yeah. He had told all of us too. Like, and he has never told us something that didn't end up being true.
Right.
Like, I'm not blowing Santori. I don't know who his whatever.
Yeah, we don't know.
And just like Malik, they're probably both right. Like,
it might be the same source. Who knows?
Might be the same source.
Yeah, it might be. But I'm just trying to, and I love Malik. I'm not trying to blow smoke for Malik, but I'm like, we knew a while,
Well, I have sources too. I hear sources in my head.
No, dude,
they talk to me.
Nobody wants to know about the voices in your head. That's very.
I said sources.
Oh, you have sorcery.
I was doing a remix on the Randy Orton theme song.
What do the sorcerers in your head tell you? Do they do they do conjuring stuff up or what?
They're usually like, Dale, don't be a dick, and then I don't listen.
You don't listen to them.
Like, Dale, keep your fucking mouth shut. Stay out of this. It has nothing to do with you. Don't listen. I never learned. I don't like listening.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I had to yell at you Sunday. All right, stranger. My hope is WJ3 is for Hayden Hurst to truck him out of his cleats.
That's the content I'm here for.
Baby.
I don't care who it is, or like, and maybe that is why I want Jamar back, because Jamar just toasting him.
Jamar can flip him off again as he's scoring a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, Minka Fitzpatrick can suck a whole bag of dicks, in my opinion.
A whole bag. A big
Not
bag?
Not a fan of that guy.
A big bag?
Just big, giant Santa Claus sack of dicks inside it.
That's huge right there. All right, we're going to try this here because he's actually in the waiting room, but I don't exactly see his camera on, but we're going to try this anyway. We have what do you say, the better part of your brothers here, because since you're the fat Goodberry brother, I mean, is
it's just better, it's my twin. I just ate half of him when we were in the womb together.
Okay, all right. So Dale's
twin. 38.
Here's Glenn. Glenn, what's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I can. You got to turn the camera on, brother.
I don't have audio right now, or excuse me, visual. Let's see.
I don't either. You got to turn it on.
He's just too damn good looking, people.
Should I leave and come back in?
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Hey, you want me to send you another link and see if that helps?
Yeah, try that.
All right, I'll do that. Go ahead, jump out.
I love you.
Bye. Hang on a second here.
He left before he heard it.
Well, he likes you more, or he likes me more than you. That's why he's listening to me, not you.
No, I was reading all I heard was the Bills suck. I agree.
What? Who said that?
No, they don't suck, actually.
Hold on a second. I gotta send this link here.
I'm thinking about putting a giant bet on January 1st on the Bills to win it all.
So is this to hope the Bengals win?
Yes, it would be because, well, number one, I never win anything, and I have no good luck a lot of times. So I figure if I put a giant bet on the Bills,
Yeah.
that's going to help the Bengals, hopefully. Maybe I should do one on the Bills, one on the Chiefs for the AFC.
So you're just betting, put money on everybody except the Bengals.
Yeah, trying to help us.
Oh, so it's a reverse psychology, is what you're saying.
Yes, I am willing to lose hundreds of dollars for the Bengals.
Well, I guess I did that last year because I was going to bet $100 from the go to Super Bowl, but I didn't, and they went anyway. Now, if I placed the bet, they might not win. See?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
That makes complete sense. It's the same thing. It's complete sense. I was going to do it, but I didn't do it. So I didn't do it, so they went. See?
If we make it back to the Super Bowl.
Wait. What's this if? No. We're speaking shit that existed. When
we make it back to the Super Bowl
this year,
play the Cowboys, let's say. I'm gonna place a substantial bet on the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
So you just like throwing money away.
I hope so. Because I would rather, I don't have a lot of money, but I would rather lose money and the Bengals win the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion.
I don't disagree with that. I have no problem with you losing money and the Bengals win the Super Bowl too. I think that's a great idea. I think you should lose a ton of money and the Bengals win the Super Bowl.
I love it.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I'm all for that. I am here for that. All right, hands up? Who's all for Dale losing a ton of money and the Bengals win the Super Bowl? Me.
No one tell my wife this.
I thought she was coming home. I think you yelled at her and said you got a blue check.
No, she's been home. Oh, she's been home. She's not cooking it.
Yeah, but you have a blue check mark now. You're like important.
She didn't care about that blue check mark.
What? I thought it was like a very important thing.
Is it though? They let any idiots. They let the Bengals and Brews accounts have a blue check mark for $8.
For $8 whole.
That's what I tweeted. Mama, we made it. I mean, my mom recently passed, but I have to make jokes. Mama, we made it. And then I'm like, well, we paid $8 for it.
we paid $8. But the thing is, one thing I was listening to Boomer and Geo this morning, and they're out of New York, but I like Boomer and Geo. And they were talking about that. And they said that you paid $8, you think it's supposed to verify who you are. Well, it's been verifying fake accounts. So
I'm like,
what's the point to get a blue check mark then?
But I'm like, I get the blue check, and then I can just be like, yeah, I'm the realest motherfucker there is.
Yeah,
I've been.
Okay.
Oh, look at that pretty face. There.
I had to go on my cell phone. My normal iPad was not bringing a camera up, even on that new link.
Dang. So how's the dog? The dog good?
Both dogs, they needed rabies shots and distemper. And of course, you make an appointment, but those appointments typically go an hour behind, I guess. So we're here now.
Well, especially when you try to come on a very important, very popular podcast, I might say.
Yeah, I had him on Friday.
Oh, my bad. This is the other show. My bad. So what are you drinking there? Glenn? What do you got going on?
I'm just going with some basic Guinness stout, man.
Guinness. There we go.
Little Guinness stout.
All right. So one thing I wanted to ask you. All right. Now I know when Carson Palmer injured his knee in the playoffs, this place went nuts. World was ending, but I mean it did our whole season. It's a little different, but
that actually happened. Yeah, the world
actually happened. Yeah. Well, the world didn't end, but the season ended. Anyway,
for a few years, I felt like the world ended.
Would you shut up? Let me finish my point first, Dale.
I'll get a fireball.
Go ahead. So what's the temperature they're in Buffalo? Because it doesn't look like it's as bad as they thought, but I would be surprised if Josh plays this weekend. What's going on there?
At least the atmosphere is, anxiety. I guess everybody's anxious about this because there's not too much clarity with what's going on. He's had a similar injury to this where he missed 4 games his rookie year, which there was a lot less on the line at that point. You bring up even the Carson Palmer point with his knee. Carson Palmer actually had an injury like this where he missed a game.
Yep.
He comes back.
He wasn't the same.
He wasn't the same.
He wasn't.
And, we're understanding it, as it's a tiny tear in Josh Allen's UCL, which, he goes out there and he slings a 69.6 yard ball in the air.
With the tear.
On adrenaline with a tear. I'm along the same lines as you. I don't think he plays this week. There's an NFC team coming into Buffalo. Yeah, it's Minnesota 7-1. A loss would suck because it's super tight right now, right? There's very minimal margin for error, let alone the AFC East. And then, but I think with Minnesota, you're not going to lose it too much if you do lose this game. You just still got Case Keenum coming in. He's got that rapport with Diggs already. From what I understand, he's that gunslinger type mentality. He may not be afraid to let it rip. He's got some weapons to be able to do so.
Dale, what'd you do?
I was reading my.
Damn it, Dale. All right, he's back.
Okay, so a phone call came into my phone and everything went.
Stop calling Glenn. He's on strawberry ice.
So, even if Josh does play, I still think they're going to rely heavily on their run game, even more focus, even still maybe let Josh run a little more. It's just, it's a tough situation. I kind of hope they do let him sit out this week.
That's a smart thing.
Yeah, he's on the did not practice injury report the last 2 days that come out from the Bills PR. There are 2 separate sessions. One's a media session, and the other one's indoors. Nobody knows if he's really working out indoors, but they're still putting it as a did not practice. That's Wednesday. That's now Thursday. If he truly is not practicing, then you need a lot of reps at quarterback. Practice is very important for that. And Keenum's probably taking most of those reps right now, even if Josh is somewhat slated to start, because you can't put that wear on his arm right now. I think they should cut him.
Yeah, we just think you should cut him.
Yeah, I agree. Cut him
out. Especially when you guys come to Cincinnati, you should definitely cut him.
Sometimes you got to move on. When one small injury happens, you have to move on.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say, and I'm not trying to scare you, but this is one thing that I always argue with Bengal fans. They always said Carson Palmer was never the same after his knee. I said, no, it's after his arm injury. Yeah. That's when his accuracy went away. That's when his arm strength went away. Well, not want to say went away, but he wasn't the same. He just wasn't. Yeah. And now I watched Hasselbeck on ESPN, and it's not Tommy John surgery, but the same ligament injury. And he said it's which it is. It's different from throwing a baseball and throwing a football. Yeah, is the weight of the ball. Is that he shouldn't throw anything for a while. This is something they should really pretty much baby him, because look, Josh Allen's got one of the strongest arms in the NFL.
Right.
You don't want to hurt that at all. So that's where it's like, to me, they have to be very, very cautious with this. I didn't even realize he already did this before. So this is the second time this has happened. This is a reoccurring thing. Yeah. So they have to be very careful with this.
And without surgery, from what I understand, if you're letting it heal, it takes time, and we're talking years also.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, where do you go with this? How comfortable?
I'm going to get a beer, Dale. You ask him the next question.
I had to pee.
But how comfortable are the Bills letting them rep? There's a lot on the line. Obviously, everybody has been hyping up the Bills. I don't prefer all this hype anyway, but there's a lot riding on it, and their eggs are in their basket right now. So.
All right, so Case Keenum, how much will that affect the offense? I mean, how much do you know about Case Keenum? I know he's been around for like 83 years, but like guys like Gabe Davis, the deep ball, I don't see, like, you're not known for the run game in Buffalo.
No,
it's been a weakness. So where can you make up for it? Maybe Dawson Knox a little more Dawson Knox involvement would be
Sure.
helpful. What do you
I
think?
think there's a level of ability to be able to perform and run an offense that maybe teams haven't seen yet, because it will be a little bit different with Case Keenum. It's going to be a lot of the same, I still think, but it's going to be some different things. You can't run the same thing that you would with Josh Allen. 4th and 1s are going to be different. 3rd down play calling, 4th down play calling, all that stuff's going to be different with Keenum under center.
Yep.
But it's going to give an opportunity for a different look and maybe some less predictability. Hopefully you can sort of catch this lightning in a bottle here for a game or two if they need it. And, you can go out there and do some more intermediate things. Like you said, Dawson Knox really is looking for that opportunity to really break loose. They paid him, like they need to, and they need to utilize him as they paid him accordingly. And he's just not really getting those same, sort of targets this year.
But this could be a breakout, in my opinion, for Dawson Knox, and then that could help the team overall moving forward, assuming Josh isn't out for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that.
Let's get to this. I'm sure I read this long one here. All right, Rick said if they talk about the Bengals, I think if they can combine the pass like they did against Atlanta and the run like they did against Carolina, no one in the league can beat the Bengals. And the other team knows it, Who Dey. So I have a question there, Glenn. As a Bills fan, from what the performance the Bengals did on Sunday against Carolina.
Yeah.
Because I keep saying this, the AFC, I think, is going to come down to 3 teams. I think it's us, I think it's Kansas City, and I think it's the Bills. That's where I think it's been like that since the beginning of the season.
I don't think we can count the Ravens out this season.
Dude, the Ravens don't scare me. I don't know. I know they've beat us, but they don't.
They made the move for Roquan Smith at linebacker. Their defense, David Ojabo is just getting healthy. The rookie from Michigan that they drafted. I'm not sleeping on the Ravens.
I'm not sleeping on them, but all right. We'll put 4 of them in. We'll put the Ravens in there. So all right. So with the performance the Bengals got, and it looks like the offensive line is finally starting to figure it out here. And now with Josh's injury, where are you at on the AFC picture in general? Because I know you guys have your bigger rivalry is Kansas City, obviously, because of what you guys went through last year. And then you got the Ravens, and then they have us. Where are you guys at on this? What's your thought process with Josh's injury and the whole AFC picture in general?
Yeah, I think, with your point with Josh's injury, I think a step back would be detrimental, even for a team like Buffalo, because you look at the AFC East and alone right now, it's insane. The Jets have a stellar defense. Miami
sauce
is kind of good though. Like, I don't know. Tyreek Hill is doing some stuff this year. He's got 1,000 yards already. Halfway through the year.
See, that's another team that doesn't scare me. I guess because we beat them, but I don't know. I don't know.
I think it could be different situation come playoffs if everybody's healthy.
Right.
Because Buffalo beat Kansas City last year in the regular season and lost to them. And, the Bengals were a different team the first half of the year last year than they were going down the stretch and in the playoffs also. I think with the Bengals, before Jamar Chase, 2 years ago, Mixon was an animal, right?
Oh yeah.
Jamar Chase comes, Mixon's a little off. Yeah, not off, but it's just different. His production was a little less last year. Still great, right? I love Joe Mixon. And then this year he starts off a little slow. Jamar Chase is out and he goes off. Like, he totally breaks loose. Like, yeah, I'm worried about the Bills facing a team because they have not been good against the run, because they sort of play try and throw it deep. We'll let you have the runs. Buffalo plays that style defense, and it's worked for them for the most part. But I think with somebody like Mixon, going up against a healthy Bengals team could be difficult on that Monday night game, towards the end of the year here. And I think, you brought up the Ravens. The Bengals really got a little bit of a hurdle to sort of win the North against the Ravens.
Yeah, well, we're 0-3 in our division, so we did.
Well, and their schedule is weak.
And their schedule's weak. The only team with a winning record at this point they play are the Bengals, right? Towards the end of is it that last game?
Last game.
Last game.
Yeah.
It could be
matter at that point.
It should be for the division, hopefully.
So, the Bengals are going to have that aspect. But, the Ravens benefit, I think, from what were they, second place in the North last year or third? What were they in the North? They're benefiting a little bit from
their second last year.
That strength of schedule. Bengals are playing a first place schedule.
Bills might have been third because the Steelers ended up about.
I think they were. I think they were third. Yeah.
So and one of the things they do to help create this parity, like the Eagles are playing, their division, which is tough, but they're playing strength of schedule opponents. You look at the Bengals and Bills are playing first place teams also, which aren't. The Bills have sort of been through like a mini gauntlet of last year's heroes to this point, except for the Bengals, which will play you guys, towards the end of the year. But yeah, I mean, the AFC in general is like, sort of scary to me. Like we can't, after losing to the Jets, losing to Miami, Buffalo's 0-2 in their division. It's really,
how did you lose to the Jets? I mean, we wiped the floor with them. What's up with that, Glenn?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, you cannot doubt that man getting some MILF pussy the night before a game and balling out.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's Sauce. Sauce is the man.
No, it is Sauce. But come on, let's go with Zach Wilson. Got some MILF pussy, turned into a superhero.
Yeah. The Bills' 2 losses this year, is that you always hear the Bills can't win the close games, right? They lost to the Jets by 3. They lost to Miami by 2. And there's a handful.
The Chiefs this year, though.
What's that?
I said they beat the Chiefs this year, though.
Yeah, I mean, but to the point of there's a handful of plays that I can look back on from each game that the Bills didn't execute and could have been totally different, right? Just one play. But you got to make those plays, especially when there's close games like that. In both of those games, Tyler Bass didn't make a field goal both of those games. He missed a field goal both of those games. And, again, it's 3 and 2 points each game. And on the other side of that, the Jets defense is pretty good. Sauce is good. Their defensive line is good. They were putting pressure on Josh. Obviously, he got hurt. He made some mistakes like he did towards the second half of that Packer game. He's throwing some odd balls there. Josh is sort of, I think he'll shake it off, but he's been a little erratic the last, game and a half as far as protecting the ball and not throwing interceptions. So Jets capitalized on the opportunity. Zach Wilson was efficient and, he's getting a lot of those mid-range passes.
There's Chris.
I wish Buffalo got Sauce. They got Kaiir Elam. Sauce went early.
Oh, right? I don't even want to hear it. I loved Kaiir Elam. You snatched him from me.
Stole him. Hey, that was Dale's guy.
Karloftis, who the Chiefs stole from me once,
right in front of us.
That was way worse. But
dude, it was
Elam as
it was so close. As soon as they took him, I'm texting you. I'm like, oh, there goes your guy. Like, damn.
No, as soon as the Chiefs went on the clock, I go, motherfucker. Which I like Dax Hill. I had Dax Hill rated really high, but I was still like
another one that might not play this week. Also, he's coming out of that game with an injury. Poyer's still hurt. There's a lot of key players.
I was going to say, you have like half your team was hurt, I see on the injury report today.
Yeah, the injury report's kind of...
What, are you trying to be like Bill Belichick and put everybody on the injury report?
No.
Well, some of those... So yesterday there was a... some of them practice, and then today on the injury report was it did not practice for like 3 players that did practice yesterday. So I'm like, what are we doing here? Are we playing a game? It's kind of hard to read as far as... We'll see tomorrow when the...
So what was your thoughts on your head coach's press conference about Josh, where he was kind of, I don't know, short with his answers? Like he looked concerned about it, to be honest.
Yeah, the other players, the Bills have dealt with a lot of defensive injuries, and so like he'll announce that these players either are playing or aren't playing pretty early in the week. So it's been normal if he would have been like, Josh is going to start this week or Josh was not going to start this week. But, he is playing this a little bit differently. I think with it being Josh Allen, it's his prized possession right now at this point, and he's trying to protect
franchise,
him.
brother.
Yes, exactly. He's the franchise. He's trying to protect him, as much as he can. Now, as a head coach, you got to protect the player just as much as you got to protect your team, and you got to protect the player from himself. So I'm sure Josh wants to get out there with a brace on or whatever and still try to sling it. But it's interesting. So we'll see.
Now, I'm going to do this on the show tonight, but while we got Glenn, who's a Buffalo fan, would you guys want to do a little NFL midseason kind of award type thing? So, because I'm very conflicted.
We're talking the whole NFL?
Yes, the whole NFL. So we'll start with offensive MVP for the whole NFL. I'm very conflicted on it being Josh Allen and then Jalen Hurts, but I'm also I got Nick Sirianni in my coach of the year kind of. But I'm going to say probably Josh Allen for my midseason offensive MVP. Who do you have, Glenn?
I can respect that because of how much of a percentage of offensive points are really attributed to Josh. Early on in the season, he had 100% of every single touchdown, passing or throwing, that the Bills were scoring, and they came out of the gate crazy. Like I said, last game and a half, he's been down a little bit. His average yards per game have been down, coming off a loss to the Jets. 6-2 is fine. I predicted 4 to 5 losses anyway for this team, and 2 at the midway point I'm fine with. Jalen Hurts, I really like him. I have him in fantasy. He's really
he's helped you out a lot then.
He has helped me out a lot. I really like him. I just haven't watched enough of him other than highlights and things like that to really, sort of feel like I'm giving him a fair opportunity at the comparisons to Josh Allen. But I think right now, just with how important it is to the Buffalo Bills and his offensive production, and your question is offensive MVP at this point.
Offensive MVP.
I want to lean towards Josh, even though I don't want to look like a homer either.
No. I mean, I'm with you on that. I mean, I'll just take the opposite. I'll go Jalen Hurts because.
Well, I mean, or anybody else. You know what I mean? That's the two that sticks out to me.
No, to me, those are the two right there because the offense runs through both of those. And I'll put it this way: if they have a most improved player in the NFL, it's Jalen Hurts. He is. I
don't know, man. I would vote for Geno Smith. I think somehow
motherfucker is balling. Him. Yeah,
comeback player of the year, huh?
Yeah, but I'll just Jalen Hurts here. Coming out of the draft, I thought he was going to be a good quarterback, not somebody that you could rely on or whatever. He might be somebody I kind of thought of him as Andy Dalton. He'd be good if you have everything around him, which, okay, they have a lot of stuff around him. But I think he's outperformed.
He is way outperformed what I think.
Right, yeah. So that's where I'm like, he is a lot better passer than I ever gave him credit for.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take the opposite. I'll go Jalen Hurts just so we have a different one.
To me, it would be easy to say Co. Co.
Yeah, Co. Yeah.
Mid-season offense because it's mid-season.
Right, but Geno Smith, dude, that is one of the
comeback player of the year.
Yeah, one of the most remarkable.
Award. Yeah.
Now I have a question here. All right, so Geno Smith's playing so good here, and Russell is sucking in Denver. I mean, he is. Sorry, I mean,
let's ride.
Let's ride.
Mr.
Unlimited.
Let's ride.
So is it that?
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Would you sit down already? God,
I wanted to.
I'm trying to make a point here, Dale. God. All right, is Pete Carroll that good of a coach? Where Russell Wilson leaves,
no,
and look at the results. Russell Wilson leaves and he sucks. Geno Smith, who's never really done anything, never lived up to the potential.
Okay, you had the last 3 or 4 years to say Russ sucked and get rid of him then.
But did he?
Yeah.
Not this bad?
Pete Carroll runs that shit.
What do you think, Glenn?
I think the team knew that Russ Wilson was probably, really declining, or they saw something that,
Yeah, but Russ is the one who wanted out.
They were around him every day, Glenn. They were around him. It was like, Please, God, get rid of this motherfucker.
Yeah, like,
but
what?
Russ is the one that wanted out. It wasn't the Seahawks. He's the one who wanted to leave.
Okay.
Was it, or was it more like
They're like, sure, go ahead. Why did Russ want out? That'd be the question too. Were they thinking we might need to move on from you, Russ? How would you feel if we drafted somebody young? Would you want to mentor somebody young? I don't know. Like, what would be the reasoning for him wanting out of Seattle?
all I know, Sarah's hot.
Yeah.
Glenn has not drank enough to hang out with us.
I would drag my nuts through a half-mile of glass just to smell one of her farts, boys.
I'm going.
Too far. Too far.
Oh my God. Sorry, going off the rails, Glenn. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I think Gino's maximizing this opportunity. Is Pete Carroll?
Oh God, yeah, he is.
I don't know. Pete Carroll's Pete Carroll. He's been doing this a long ass time. He's won a Super Bowl. Was he a national champion too? Right? A couple times.
Two times.
Yeah.
Do those count though? Do they take those away? I don't know.
They took it away, but I think
it still counts.
They won them. They won.
Yeah. It still counts. It's like taking the Fab Five's banners down. Like they still.
I agree. I agree.
They still played the damn game.
He's fucking Pete Carroll. So I mean, they're really, they're sort of maximizing opportunity. There's teams that'll do that. And it happens every year. The league wants parity, and sometimes you just fucking get it, and it's tough to explain certain shit.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are just fucking firing.
Bengals fans, we suck in Cleveland, and then we come back home and we destroyed Carolina. Explain that to me, Glenn.
We don't talk about Cleveland. No.
These talking narratives sometimes where they're like, this team beat that team, so they should beat this team, or you shouldn't be talking shit because you lost to that team and we beat that. This shit spins me in circles sometimes because I'm like, it almost don't fucking matter. Any given Sunday, matchups are weird.
There you go. It's fucking any given Sunday.
Yeah, this is why we do. Look at the three of us talking about fucking football right now. This is why we fucking do this. Is because this shit is so fucking weird. We got three people trying to rack our heads around this shit.
Right. Yeah. Not that any of us are smart enough to figure it out.
I was actually just gonna get drunk tonight and figure everything out.
I think you're already there, Dale.
I got pizza and wings on the way too.
Oh yeah, well, where's the wings from? But dude, I'm coming to Buffalo one of these days, and we're gonna hang you, me, and Joe are gonna hang out.
We're gonna hang you,
hang out, not hang you, hang out at a wing place. Where are you getting the wings from tonight?
The pizza and the wings are coming from a place called Brando's, which I love. They make a great pie. It's nice thick crust. Half is going to be cheese for the kids. Half is going to be cheese and pep for the grown-ups. And then I got some medium wings, extra crispy coming.
So I had a question. Do you this is a new thing here in Cincinnati where we can mix sauces. You can have hot and like Southern barbecue and like Asian.
What if you order like 30 wings, you can get half and half, you're saying?
No. They mix the sauce on the wings, on all the wings. They take the hot, whatever you want. I went to Roosters here. I don't know if you guys have Roosters.
They just gonna take the damn sauces and say, "Here's your shit." They're gonna
you can get whatever you want. So this is legit. This was delicious. I had the hot, I had the Southern barbecue, and I had the Asian zing on it. And the waitress goes, "You need to add the Asian zing." I was like, "Really?" She goes, "I'm telling you, it's really good." And they mixed it all together. Yeah, and put it on the wings. It was delicious. I don't know if you guys do that there in Buffalo or not.
No, I mean, it sounds interesting. I don't see why not. You know what? I was tagged in something today. Apparently, Cincinnati's getting an Anchor Bar, which is
We've had an Anchor Bar.
Huh?
We've had an Anchor Bar. Well, in Kentucky,
like an original Buffalo Anchor. Excuse me.
Oh
no,
not an original Buffalo one. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was tagged in something that Buffalo's Anchor Bar is opening up in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, where at? Do you know?
I don't know yet. It was tagged in something, and then you need
to tag me on that, so I know where it is.
I'll go back in and double check. I'll share it to you.
Yeah, because we had an Anchor Bar in Covington, Kentucky, which that's right across the river, and that was more of that's been there for I don't know, 40 years or whatever. It's just called the Anchor.
Yeah, Anchor Bar is where they say the buffalo wing was originated here.
Hold on, time out. Santori said orange, WRX, or blacked out Outback. I don't know what he's talking about.
Orange
assume those are-
WRX or a blacked out Outback?
Yeah, I said question mark. I would say blacked out Outback.
Oh, okay. Here.
I have a WRX. That's probably why he's asking. I have a white Subaru WRX. And
Okay, so it's always getting a new car.
Yeah.
Well, he said my car is totaled. Those are my two options.
Orange.
I think the WRX sounds
Wait,
great. In
he
orange.
said what was the colors?
Orange WRX or a black Subaru Outback.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
actually the same thing. Orange.
Black.
You said you wanted orange the other day. Orange.
My brother Joe used to have an orange Monte Carlo way back in the
Did
day. He? Oh yeah. This thing was insane. It was all orange with black trim. And it was, I remember we drove it to Cleveland to trade it in for, you got this Volkswagen GTI back in like, I don't know, 2012 or something. I forget how long ago.
Way back in 2012. Oh my God.
Yeah, like 10 years ago. But yeah, this
God,
orange
you made
Monte
me
Carlo,
feel really
man.
old, Glenn. You made
It
me feel really
is
old.
still 10 years ago, Ice Man.
Dude, 10
10 years,
years
man.
ago, my son was 12.
Okay, stop thinking of time that way. He's just telling.
Fuck. Orange Santori, orange WRX. Go for it.
What? Because I was talking, he's on a show yesterday, and he's telling about his car getting totaled and all this stuff. And he goes,
He's
I
not
really-
watching the show. He said, "Are they on the show?"
Yes. Well, dude, I'll send him a link. Is he working?
I'm pretty sure he's at work. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yes, we're on the show, you dipshit. I'm on the show every day. What the hell? We're a little later because Glenn we had a superstar Glenn come on, so we had to push it back a little.
Superstar. I'm just a
Superstar.
regular motherfucker, man.
Dude, you're the Goodberry variant. So all right. So one thing I do want to bring up that we kind of touched on a little bit on Friday night show on Bengals and Brews that I'm still kind of struggling with is She-Hulk. All right. So I watched the whole thing.
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Yeah, I keep hearing Hawk again.
Yeah, She-Hulk. I'll get it right.
There
But
it
it's
is.
She-Hulk. It's not like the Incredible Hulk. It's anyway.
The She-Hulk.
So I was disappointed with it because, like,
I haven't
Thailand.
seen it yet.
you haven't seen it yet.
No. I'm
Dude.
usually on top of it. I just haven't fucked with it. You know, we're running out of nice weather here, so I'm really utilizing my time outside.
Smart.
Yeah.
We're coming into December, January, February. I'll have plenty of She-Hulk time, and
Well, when you watch it, let me know
Andor.
what you think of it because I was kind of disappointed because I'm not going to try to spoil it for you, but the Marvel miniseries, whatever say, they always have a theme going through it. You know, it's always leading up to this, and that show, I don't know what the hell it led up to. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. Dale, you liked it?
I would go to Thailand and find some She-Hulks.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about Bangkok.
So She-Hulk, I believe, is leading up. She's going to be the Hulk of the which of the Thunderbolts. So there's a Thunderbolts movie coming out. I believe that's what it is, and where they basically assemble this new squad. If you've seen Captain America, where Falcon takes up the mantle,
Yeah.
but they brought on the like the variant Captain America. He's going to be in it. It's
The
going to be
US
sort of
Marshal?
it's going to be a pseudo Avengers, and they call themselves the Thunderbolts. And it's going to be Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who was playing a new recruiting role in those miniseries, where she is the new Nick Fury for this Thunderbolts team, and they're going to be coming together in a movie.
Okay.
You know, and I believe I got to go in and
No,
Google this.
you're connecting a lot of dots for me. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out because
that's where I believe they're all coming together for that.
So were you a big comic book guy growing up?
No, you know, Joe was more a comic book guy, and we had a shop down the road we would go to occasionally, but I was more of like a pop culture, like television cartoons and series and things like that. I have a few comics, and only because they tie into like the cartoons and the live action shows that I used to like when I was younger. And
Yeah, I never really got into this stuff until they started making movies. I mean, I knew the Incredible Hulk because of the TV show back in the 80s or 70s,
yeah,
80s.
Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
Yeah. So when Iron Man came out, my son was like, "Oh, we gotta see Iron Man." I was like, "Iron Man?" I said, "You mean Black Sabbath?" He goes, "No, not Black Sabbath." He goes, I'm like, I don't know. He goes, "No, the comic book
Iron Man.
right?" So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that." And I was like, "Cool," but I love Iron Man.
Yeah,
That one. Go ahead.
I remember seeing like those coming out, and I was like, Iron Man, okay. And then they came out with Thor, and I'm like, they're just making anything now. Like, I don't know. And then next thing I know, they're doing an Avengers, and I'm like, all right, this makes sense. Like, all right, that's cool.
Now the one I really
No,
liked,
dude. When Iron Man, when Nick Fury was in the credit scene, it was like cum worthy. I was I watched that at a drive-in. That's how long ago those.
Well, that was the cool thing. They're the ones that started the Easter eggs. You know, I used to never stay for credits.
Exactly.
Now, every damn movie, I always stay till the end and see what they got at the end. Because
I'm gonna re-up.
Go ahead, man.
But they have double credits. You know,
double credits. Yeah, I mean, so for me, I hope you still hear me, Glenn. For me, the movie
hey,
series,
do you have like a porn thing in here? Glenn must have brought you hadn't had one of those in a while. My private photo here, and then like,
what are you talking about?
In your chat, you've got like what are those?
Oh, jeez, I didn't see it.
You hadn't had one in a while.
Yeah, I'll block them. I didn't even see it. Thanks for the heads up there. All right, so Glenn, so for me, when I was a kid, I grew up I was a younger kid in the 80s. Transformers, G.I. Joe were like the big things. So when they had a Transformer movie, that blew my damn mind. I love that. Now I hate it that they changed it because they could have done so much stuff. Because I hate it they got rid of. They put Mark. I like Mark Wahlberg, but I don't like it that he's in these because the original ones.
No, that one was shit.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like the original ones with I don't even remember the guy's name in the other.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and the girl, whatever.
And Megan Fox.
Yeah, those are ones I like. Yeah, Megan Fox. Yeah. So I like that.
Congratulations, fucking Machine Gun Kelly, you weird looking motherfucker.
But to me, that's what pisses me off. I was like, they could have done something more like Marvel did, and they screwed it up, and it pisses me off because I was a kid. Transformers was the thing to get, dude. Like, hell, my son, we bought him Transformers, and his big thing on YouTube was like, oh, we're gonna YouTube it, and I can redesign them and stuff. Like, dude, I paid, $40 for this stupid Transformer. You're gonna take it apart and paint it and do all that stuff, but that's what he did. Anyway, those are the ones that I wish they had done something like Marvel had done.
Yeah. One of my biggest nerd thing is Ghostbusters. I love it, man. So it's my biggest collection that I have. It's, I've got suits and stuff. I'm part of like a local group here in Buffalo that raises money for like charity for Toys for Tots each year. We do a fundraiser.
You put on the whole pack, the whole suit, and do it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I do it for Halloween. I'll tag you in a photo. Like every Halloween, I'm the Ghostbuster. The house is dressed up, Slimer's in the yard.
That's awesome.
I got lights and everything. I put magnets on my car. I even to the point. So they came out with Ghostbusters Afterlife last year.
I haven't watched that yet. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good.
I was still.
So I was part of a group that was invited to go for the premiere in New York City.
So you have to have the name Goodberry to get this, So Fat Goodberry, you're on it. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You're good.
I'm the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I was on the red carpet last year in New York City for the world premiere of Ghostbusters. Like
awesome.
I watched the movie with like all the stars, like Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and all them guys.
Oh hell yeah!
So it was pretty sweet. It was like a pinnacle nerd moment for me. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I even drove down there in a car. My buddy's got a Subaru wagon that's decked out. It looks like an Ecto. We get honked at. We get waved at, people taking pictures of us on the way down. We even started a fund because the original Hook and Ladder 8 in New York City, they didn't have a Ghostbusters sign out there, right? Which was like, they need a sign.
You got to.
Right.
So we raised money and we got them 2 signs. We got 1 sign donated for free, and then the other sign, we actually hired a sign company. It was like $9,000. We raised all that money to get a new cast sign that lights up and everything full scale that they hang outside the fire hall now.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
And we drove down there and presented it to them and everything.
Now, full disclosure, when I like 84, when the original one came out, I was 8, I think it was. I don't think either one of you were born then.
No, 84 was when we were born. Man,
yeah.
Glenn, we're
there you go.
twins.
You're
September
twins.
84.
Yeah. So I watched the movie, and it was funny that I had to turn it off. The part where the arms come out and they get Sigourney Weaver in, they pull her in, they pull the chair back. I was done. I was out. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I can't watch it anymore. At 8 years old, I'm like, I'm out. So it took a while. A couple years later, when the Ghostbusters 2 came out, all my friends were like, oh my goodness, we gotta watch this. I'm like, cool. I'm like, they're like, yeah, you watched the first one? I'm like, yeah. I watched the first one. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta finish watching this damn thing. So we went and running, and I finally got to finish watching it. Now, Ghostbusters 2 wasn't as good as Ghostbusters 1,
right?
But it was still pretty good. I mean, I like 2.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2 was my first like theater experience that I can remember. So, and then the next one was Ninja Turtles. 89 and was 2, and Ninja Turtles was 1990. So like I got a lot of like nostalgia for the 2 of those also. Right. I got my second largest collection is probably Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that in your background before.
Dude, I was obsessed with Ninja Turtles. Like, I kind of still am.
Cowabunga, dude. There you go. Yep.
Yes, I was big Ninja Turtles.
Man, I have to see this room sometime. I go to Buffalo. I have to come see your room.
Here's my Ghostbusters stuff.
That looks cool as hell. It's like, seriously. Dude,
well,
that's awesome.
collection wise, mine was Ninja Turtles, then it was G.I. Joes, and then it became like wrestling figures.
Oh, dude, you know what kills me? You know, because I had the original Star Wars. I had those original figures. If I had known they'd be worth any money, I would have kept them. They're gone. I have no idea. They're probably in a landfill somewhere now. I have no idea where they're at.
The oldest figure in my collection is an OG Star Wars character figure, Princess Leia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So did you have you seen? Because I haven't seen it yet. The newest Star Wars, not Bubba Fett, but what is it?
Andor.
Yeah, I said it right.
No, I haven't watched Andor yet. I'm saving that. Also.
You did before the show started with you guys Friday. You said Bubba Fett.
Yeah,
I said Bubba Fett.
Yeah,
he was like, I still haven't watched that one.
I haven't.
Yeah, he's like, I still haven't watched Bubba Fett. I'm like.
It's Bubba Fett. That's what I was told.
Jeff, that's not even a show, bud.
Yes, it is. Dude, you're a Fat Goodberry brother. Yes, we have Bubba Fett.
Fine, I'm Bubba Fett from now on. I'm going to Bengals games as Bubba Fett.
You should.
Dale, you're kind of tall too, right?
Yes, he is. Yes,
tall enough, Glenn.
Yeah, he's
that's
tall.
what I mean. Like Goodberry boys are tall too, so you know if you got the structure, man.
I fit right in. I'm just a thick one.
Wait, I'm tall too. Am I out? What the hell?
I thought you were like 5'9".
No. Well, the funny thing is, Glenn, I gotta tell you, last year when I met you guys, I didn't realize you were Joe's brother when we took the picture and hung out.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't. And the funny thing was, because I was wearing the Umbros, or not the Umbros, all of those pants I was wearing. Remember,
you had a cape on, a visor, and the crazy hair, man.
Yeah, but I had the pants I was talking about. The tiger stripe pants. What were those things called?
Zubans.
Zubans. Thank you. So I was wearing those. So then you took a picture of yourself wearing those. I was like, damn, you don't look as good as I do. And I tweeted you the picture out. And then I go, holy shit, that's Glenn. I didn't realize that was even you then. So
yeah, that day was a whirlwind. Like when I was down there for that Jacksonville game, because Joe's like, they're trying to get a bunch of us to like sell tickets in this section for the Thursday night game. He goes, if you and Jan, my wife, buy tickets, I'll make sure you guys are sitting near us.
Right.
So I said, cool. So we made a weekend out of it. I end up in the section. I'm surrounded by like Joe. I got Malik Bright. I've got, who else is by me? I got Ace. I've got
Zen.
Yeah, Zim. Like,
me and Dale are just in our section 158. We didn't get invited. Whatever.
Yeah, we were like two sections over.
Right, exactly.
And I'm like, this is like cool, but like the amount of people I met that weekend, or it was a Thursday night game, so like that week, like people were yelling Goodberry from cars at my brother, and I'm like, Joe, you got to go talk to that guy. Or like we're walking by a restaurant and somebody's yelling Goodberry. I'm like, Joe, you got to wave to him, and Joe is like overwhelmed with this, right? He don't, and I'm like, I'm waving on Joe's behalf.
At the rooftop bar. Were you there that night?
That was the drunkest I ever got. The Blind Pig. I'm telling you, I walked sideways to my hotel, which was like 2 blocks up. And so we were supposed to bring a batch of Joe's hats to Rivertown Inquiry in the morning.
Right.
I was throwing up until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Joe had to come to my hotel and get the hats from me. So then we go over to what's the waffle place there?
Belgium waffles.
Yeah, so we went over there, and that was the first thing I ate, and I'm pounding Powerade. I didn't even have a drop of booze at that game that night because I was fucked. That was the worst shit. Captain bought us this shot of this like black licorice. It was the darkest shit I'm about to throw up talking about it. I'm like,
it was death in a cup.
Yeah, I took a shot of this thing. I go out onto the deck of the Blind Pig from the bar area, and I looked at my wife and I'm like, I got to throw up in this potted plant real quick. And I hurl in this potted plant on the deck of the Blind Pig. It was fucked up.
I missed like I had to go to work. I said hi to everybody and hung out for a little bit. I had to leave. I didn't want to leave. It's stupid work.
Well, I barely made it there in time for the game. Like, it was Thursday night. Like,
we met a lot of great people, man. Cincinnati really reminds me of like Buffalo, like just Buffalo South, man. Like the people, the culture, and like football. It was just, that was not Jaeger. I see that. This shit was not Jaeger. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I love Jaeger.
We need to ask Cap what it was. This shit was motor oil 5W30. It was fucking.
Might have been motor oil.
It was raw. This shit. Oh my god, dude.
It sounds like you had a good time in Cincinnati.
It was a blast. I had a great time.
So are you guys? I know Joe's coming.
Are you
coming?
Yeah. So we're trying. We're looking into this. We're definitely getting there.
We're supposed to do the Buffalo Cincinnati Olympics. Is what we're supposed to do.
No, we'll be there. The thing is, when will we be there? Because it is the day after New Year's. So, like, I think we're going to spend New Year's here with our kids, and then we may leave Monday morning and then get there and then stay Monday night. We had talked about staying Sunday night and Monday night.
What he's saying is we're not going to see him.
Yeah, we're not going to see him. They're going to big time us. They're going to be done.
No, I don't see why not. Because I'm hoping to leave at like 5 a.m. and get there at like 1 o'clock.
Are you bringing the dildos, or we have to supply them? I'm just curious.
I'll bring one. My wife will probably be embarrassed because it'll be hers, but I'll fucking throw that shit.
The dildos are out. Come on, man. Let's just have a good time. No dildos, no tables. It's a good time.
But yeah, so we're looking into it. I looked at lower bowl tickets. They're like $400 to $450 right now.
Really?
We've had some offers for face value tickets. I don't know if those are still available. We'll figure this out. I was talking to Joe about it. We will be there. So, yeah.
Well, I know. I know which one you're laughing at.
What?
He lost his virginity to a girl in Buffalo, great town.
Congratulations, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that went, so I can't say congratulations because that could have ended up bad.
It's so bad. Me and Dan are the same wavelength. We looked at it and he started laughing, and I knew what he's laughing at. I'm like, oh my god!
I think my pizza's here. You guys give me a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. We might just roll this into your show the way we're going.
I don't have to go up here for a little bit, but.
You got the Godfather on tonight. I love it. You call him the Godfather. I do, because that's why.
I know you call. But that's what I said. And then when he come on the show the one time, he's like, I don't know if I like that name because like think old. And I'm like, no, think old school.
Yeah, old school. Not, oh, it's like you're not old, trust me, because the older he is.
No, he's
You're not
just
old.
like he started like he's as far as I know, like Cincy Jungle, the podcast, all this stuff. I'm like,
right.
Man, you're the OG. Like
he's the reason I knew I could do this. And I give it to him and Ace and Zim are the reason that I'm like, all right, cool, I can do this.
And he's a
damn
good guy.
Yeah, oh dude. AC is the best. I freaking love that dude. I'll run through a wall for that dude.
Like there's a lot of people doing this that it's like Bengals wise and stuff. I'm like, man, there's a lot of great people. But you also meet a couple people that you're like, man, y'all got some agendas or something. AC is not like that at all. Like you don't even have to question it. It's like this guy is just genuine dude, nice dude. I love AC, man.
Yeah. Like you ask him, like I try not to blow him up because I know he gets asked a lot, but every time I ask him to call on the show or whatever, he's like, yeah, what time? And he's always got to figure it out. He always forgets. Well, what time is that? Because he's California time. I say it's 5:30 Eastern or whatever. I said I can do whatever you want, but So here, wait, Dean, what you got here? Dean says he wants to see the pizza and wings. All right, well, we'll try to get Joe to show us that here. He's getting it right now. So anyway,
is the Blind Tiger on now? Joe messaged me, said Blind Tiger has a Denji on. I know they had him before. They must have him again.
I don't know. It'd be nice if Cap would hook us up with the Denji. Jeez, what the hell? Like, good God.
Well, none of that matter. Like, hey, it is hard to book. Like, for anybody in the chat, like we try to book guests because we try to do it to make the shows more interesting. Because then otherwise you end up with me and Jeff sitting here just me getting drunk and Jeff and Jeff trying to hold this shit together. Like honestly, I cannot be nothing but honest. Like I don't know.
Oh, dude, I thought I was gonna get Pac-Man the other night. I was so close.
Me too. We had Pac-Man almost twice. He was like, "Yeah, what time when?" And then I'm like, "That motherfucker, he just forget." But that's cool because I told him, I'm like, Pac-Man, you gonna talk your shit, smoke your weed?
Yeah, whatever. Go on, hang out
for you.
All right, let's do the unveil here, Glenn.
All right, I was gonna say people are wanting it.
Yeah,
they're wanting it.
Oh, you're making fat guys hungry.
So I got some cup char. I got 4 drumsticks down. Fuck with the flats. And my wife she took a picture for me because I'm using the cell phone for my connection here. So
Hold on, Bengals and Brews starts at 8.
But what time is it?
7:07.
Well, I might message Marissa and say, hold on, let me have Glenn show this to me one more time. And then you can come sit on this thing. You got about 15, 20 minutes.
Dude, you're 15, 20 seconds. Let's get it right.
Hey, I put out last night.
All right, Dean here says
Chris Cookie Lady.
Cookie Lady?
Chris Cookie Lady's calling me. I'm on the air.
Damn, Jeff, who is Cookie Lady?
You know who Cookie Lady is.
I know, but it sounded way dirtier when it said that.
Jeff, you got the scoop here, man.
I don't know why she's calling. Chris, I'm on the air. You can't call me right now. It's confirmed. They're bringing the Anchor Bar franchise to Cincinnati, but no leased location yet. So there you go.
All right.
I got a text. Like, what do you want? I'm on the what?
The interesting thing about Anchor Bar here in Buffalo is it's the tourist spot. It's sort of faux pas for the locals to go there.
You guys don't fuck with it.
Yeah, but you guys will enjoy it.
Oh, why wouldn't I just go to your normal spots, Glenn, if I came there?
Well, if you come here, I'm saying in Cincinnati, it'll be good for you guys.
Got you. If I go there, I expect a full experience.
Dale, where do you live? Are you in Kentucky?
That is twice. That is back-to-back shows. Somebody asked you live in Kentucky. Twice.
I might as well. I can throw a rock to it. I'm that close.
You're right over the river.
I'm Skeet, Ohio.
He's 2 hours from me, brother.
Where's the blue cheese? I'm not a dipper.
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes I use blue cheese. Usually I do not.
I'm not a blue cheese guy. I do ranch, but I mean ranch is just for the celery. If I get celery.
Ranch is
Boys,
full
I'm
of
gonna
fire.
head out. I'm gonna take a leak and get ready for Bengals and Brews.
Are you sending me a link? Are you sending Glenn a link too? So we all hang out?
No,
What? That's not very nice at all. What the hell?
I'm verified now. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Am I getting verified or what?
I
$8.
had
a can.
Derek pay $8 for Bengals and Brews to be verified, and then I just talk tons of shit.
Yep. I told Joe he needs to pay half of mine because he gets his for free.
What?
Because he's actually verified.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
he has
verified.
50,000 followers.
I don't. How many does Joe have?
He's got like 67.4.
Okay,
He gets
I-
100
Shit.
he
I
gets like 100 to
shortchanged him with
200 a day.
50. I knew it was a lot.
How many you got, Glenn?
I got like 3,400.
You're still better than me.
That's solid.
Yeah, I'm almost at 3,000.
I'll say 2,000 of them are Bengal fans. Maybe 2,500.
Probably.
Hey, because we all want to fuck you.
I'm taking it back here, Dale. And then he leaves. Look at him.
No, I took him out after that. So that's a good way to leave. What? You said you had to go.
I know, but then me and Glenn was having a moment. Look at the way he's eating those wings. You know how big my penis is? He could tear me apart.
Tearing it
All right.
up. Dude.
All right, love you guys.
A partner apart.
Hi, Dale.
Oh God. But yeah, I actually told you about this place, Wild Mike's.
Yeah.
That's the wing place. It's here on the west side. That's one of my favorite places to go. But the only thing I don't like is because I tried to do this last week where I told you to mix the sauces. That's like the new thing around here. Okay, so I first heard about it at this place called Bucketheads, and they're like, we have this new sauce. It's called. I said, oh yeah, what's it called? He said it's called bucket sauce. I said, what the hell's that? They take all the sauces and then mix it together, like every sauce they have. I'm like, oh dude, that's not bad at all. I was like, all right, I'll try that. Dude, I like that. So I try to go to different places. Hey, I want to try that sauce, and it's good. You can mix and match whatever you want.
When I make homemade wings, I like to just dabble a little bit, and I'll add something, something weird sometimes if I can, like strawberry jelly.
Really? Strawberry jelly?
Yeah, and it's actually pretty good. It adds a little sweetness to it, a little strawberry hint, grape jelly, like things like that. Like it's pretty delicious. Peanut butter. Like it's pretty good.
Wait. How do you put peanut butter on the wings?
So when you put your unsauced wings in a bowl, you're adding your butter, your hot sauce, some seasoning if you want, like garlic seasoning or a little salt, little pepper,
Right.
little Cajun, whatever you want to put in there. You can, if you want to add some sweet to it, throw in some honey or throw in some jam or jelly.
Really?
Or throw in some peanut butter. Peanut butter with hot sauce or peanut butter, whatever you think it might go well. If you want to throw peanut butter, maybe some jam in there, mix that up. Just get weird with it. You can make a pretty good wing. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to get a little outlandish with what you're putting on your wing to differentiate yourself here in Buffalo.
One thing that I do, well, my wife started it, and she'll put them instead of frying them, she puts them in a crock pot, and then she'll put this barbecue sauce here that's famous here in Cincinnati called Montgomery and barbecue sauce, and I freaking love it. If you're Glenn, when you come here, one of these days you got to try Montgomery and ribs. They're the best ribs around. I mean, I'm a homer, but I've had other ribs. I love this. So what we do is put the crock pot, and then we put the Montgomery and barbecue sauce in there, and then it just simmers and soaks through the whole freaking wing, and you get it, and it's just falling off, and I'm drooling thinking about it. It's just freaking good, dude.
Yeah, the smoked wings will give you that same sort of bone off effect. You know what I mean? I don't mind a smoked wing, but I also like to deep fry it afterwards.
Yeah,
a little more crispy, or even air fried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, air fryer I like. I like. We just got an air fryer. Last year? I think it was a little behind the times, but I do like that. So, Anyway, Glenn, you've been on for like an hour and 14 minutes. I'm gonna get off here and then let everybody go watch the Bengals and Brewers. But hey, tell everybody where to go find you and whatever else you want to promote or whatever before I let you go.
Come check me out at on Twitter, Goodberry Variant. You know, if you follow my brother, come follow me. I'm a little funnier. He's a little more serious. And
a little funnier, a little better looking.
Yeah, whatever. You know, that'll be everybody's opinion individually. But I'm very engaged with Bengal fans. You know, I like to talk Bills with Bengal fans. I can even talk Bengals with Bengal fans. I'm probably the most exposed Bills fan to Bengals culture.
Yes, you are.
On Twitter. So,
yes,
you know, you want a different outside aspect. You got fantasy questions. I get DMs. So, you know, am I starting Josh Allen or not? So I can help you out with that.
There you go.
Goodberry Variant on Twitter. Give me a follow. See you guys out there.
All right, Glenn, man, I can't wait. I hope you guys get tickets. I can't wait to see you. And I'll actually know who you are this time when I see you. So we're going to hang out, brother. All right, dude. Take it easy, Glenn. Thanks, brother. See you. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Because like I said, go follow Glenn. Go follow Joe. They're awesome guys. Check them out. Go check out Bengals and Brews because Dale is lit. And he is going to have AC, the godfather of Bengals podcasting on. So it could be a very interesting show. I'm really hoping he sends me a link because this could be interesting. Who That Joe's going to be on there. Kieran, the guy from Boston, is going to be on there. So check it out. They're going to be starting here at 8 o'clock. So when I get done here, go to Bengals and Brews. All right, live stream here. Facebook groups. Who Day Nation. Who Day Legion. Bearcat Ruckus. The Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar. And then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. On my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Treadapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. Like I said, I'm at 1,962 subscribers. If it wasn't for you guys and God, I would not be able to do this. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like I said earlier today, I interviewed one of my favorite guys, Terry Nelson. Bearcats are going to be playing here at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to watch them and listen to Terry and Dan Horde, another friend of the show. So like I said, if it wasn't for Terry Nelson, I would have not ever known I could interview people or people would even give me a shot. So I always appreciate Terry. He's the one that started the interview process for me. And again, if you guys don't watch, then there's no reason to do this. So I'm going to leave it like this. We're all Bengals fans. All right. Be happy to be Bengals fans. Be happy that we kicked ass on Sunday. Be happy that we have a chance to go to the playoffs. Be happy that we are a Super Bowl contender. Don't worry about all this other stuff, all right? Who cares? Somebody says something you don't like on Twitter, who cares? All right? Because I'm over this stuff. I got so much stuff going on in my life otherwise than this. My mother-in-law is still recovering from a stroke. Keep my sister in your prayers because this coming week, she's getting a biopsy because she has something on her knee. We don't know what it is yet. That's why they're doing the biopsy. So keep my sister in your prayers. Keep my mother-in-law in your prayer. There's so many bigger things in this life than the Bengals Twitter and Bengals. This is supposed to be fun. Okay? Football's supposed to be fun. Being a fan is supposed to be fun. Who gets more likes on Twitter? Who gets more views on YouTube? Who gets more this? Who has this or that? I don't care. Be a Bengals fan. Like everybody. Love everybody. The world will be a lot better place if we quit letting all this stupid crap bother us. Because trust me, there are bigger things in the world than this. That's my PSA for the day. So I hope you guys enjoy the day. Tomorrow, Kyle Caskey, he was going to come out at 10 a.m. Now I think he's coming at 5:30 tomorrow. So we're going to do some Bengal awards, mid-season awards, stuff like that. Go watch Bengals and Brews. Dez little drunk. It could be interesting. Other than that, love you guys. That's your sports, baby. See ya! Let's go.
sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black, and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and drippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle drippin' heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fit it. Who day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Strike! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close and on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo bottle, never stop it till the